Hello, gods and goddesses, and welcome to another episode of the Goddess Chronicles. I am your host, Elevar.Maximus, and today I'm bringing you another prophetic message. Today's episode is called I Forgive You. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment, plus share. Let's get in the episode. Today I was called upon to make an episode about forgiveness. And I had looked back in my episodes, and I actually had made another episode about forgiveness in January 2023. And I am such a different person. I have been reborn so many times since 2023. And if you are on your spiritual awakening path, if you're listening to this message, I suspect that you are. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I am so many versions of that person long ago. I've learned many lessons since then. I've forgiven many times since then. I would think one of the things that I didn't realize then, because I was still very early in my spiritual journey, was that you have to forgive so many times. And when I say you have to forgive so many times, I'm just talking about myself. I would have to forgive these people, depending on who it is, anywhere from 2 to 4 times a month, working through the different levels of the things that they've done to me, how I felt about them. Sometimes I would get really upset. It has not been easy. I would always think that I'm over it, but here we are, February 2024, and I'm making this final episode about forgiveness because I think I'm at the end of the road with the majority of the people that I needed to forgive. I'm going to talk about our caregivers and the people that raised us. Those people are some of the hardest people to forgive. I stood on anger for quite a long time and said I forgave, but I did not have, I want to say, empathy in my forgiveness for my parents. And that's important. I didn't think about they are real people with their own real issues. They had their own childhood traumas, and that's why they were the way that they were. And also being a level of higher intellect and knowing that we asked for this. We signed contracts to ask them to hurt us. And I know some people aren't going to agree with that whole theory and that we picked our parents and that on the other side, these are some of our best friends, so they know how to hurt us the most. Which in turn equals that they do the best job in making us elevate to our best selves. Which is also, I think, another reason how it's so also hard to forgive them. Like, to wrap your whole mind around that whole concept as a whole is a lot. And I am talking on a higher spiritual level here, so hopefully you can follow along with what I'm talking about. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, welcome to forgiveness. I'm going to just say this. I've been having some talks with my guides, and I haven't been showing up as my highest level of self that I could be. And I've been spiritually, I want to say, dumbing myself down because I didn't know where my audience wanted to go, and I didn't want to talk too high level if my audience wasn't ready for it. But here's the thing about it. If I hold you back, I'm only holding myself back. So let's get with it. Let's talk turkey. Let's talk the truth. We all want to excel and proceed through this journey. So if I am a guide to help you, me holding myself back is not doing you any favors. So I'm going to give it to you just as I know it, and I will always give you the truth. So back to our caregivers, and we're going to expand that idea into family. A lot of these people end up being our soul family. You know, these are the people that hurt us the most, black sheep, and we feel like we don't belong. And after I looked at it from a big picture point of view, even some of the people that have done me the most wrong, I thank them. I really do, because if these people hadn't done what they done, I would not be here having this conversation with you. I would not be brave enough to speak these words to you. So I thank those people in this episode, because not only did they help me rise to the occasion to be the ascended master that I'm meant to be, I can teach other people to be the ascended master that they're meant to be, or the great teacher that they're meant to be, or even just brother or sister to the next human walking down the street and showing love and compassion to who they need to be for themselves and for humanity. I'm going to keep this one short, gods and goddesses. Just know I'm going to show up for you guys, and I'm going to show up in my most authentic self. Know that I love you. God bless.